So you may have heard, RecRoom finally did it. They took old Patsy around behind the barn to put her out of her misery. The monthly weeklies will be no more. And I know that sounds a little weird, like, what the hell is a monthly weekly? Well, just for all of you out of the loop, RecRoom used to have a fun engagement system where they would provide free skins to players who completed weekly challenges. The devs actually changed it from being weeklies to monthlies because they said they just didn't have the staffing for it, and they just was going to be something in the interim until they could think of something that they could replace it with. But now it seems they just decided to drop it altogether. Now, I don't know about you, but in social games like VR chat, I'm not very outgoing, so it's nice to have some sort of objective or goal that I can strive for while I'm socializing. Like, it's just fun completing the RecRoom original quests.
Ouch.
Or even just playing a bit of dodgeball. Weeklies brought that sense of needing to complete something. It was that carrot on a stick for a lot of people that other VR games just don't have due to how small the dev space is. Or I guess I mean to say that the indie VR devs don't have all the time to add on the fluff of customization like AAA games can. And this is a huge problem in VR in general. So many games lack any sort of customization in game means, so it can be hard to drive a player to engage beyond the core gameplay loop. So how do you keep players interested then? Well, for me, I was interested when there were cool rewards. I liked owning things that weren't rare, but weren't total handouts either. Like, you actually had to play the game. And when I did the weeklies, I would meet so many cool people doing the RecRoom originals and whatnot, and you could just see that it was the monthly weekly because suddenly LaserTag would be populated with all skill level ranges. You could feel people were trying to complete their goal and trying to do things that they might not have otherwise been incentivized for. So that brings us to the why. Well, they say it's because no one ever did them according to their stats, so it wasn't conducive to their dev time to make new items for a fraction of the players. And okay, I get that from a statistical standpoint, but aren't you guys the one providing the rewards in the first place? They could be like a lot more special or worthwhile or something. Y'all could literally just shuffle every 5-star item in RecRoom and be set for years without having to even make new stuff at all. There's no reason why you couldn't just let that coast. But let's get back to that notion that only a few percentage of the players even did them. In my opinion, I think that's not even a negative thing. And those people should be awarded their exclusive stuff if they put the time and effort into playing that game. Like, for example, when I played World of Warcraft, I knew just by looking at this guy's sword that he was an uber nerd that put way more time into it than I cared to put in. I would never go through the painstaking effort it took to get one of the best items in that game, but I appreciate that things like that exist because it makes the shared gaming experience all that much cooler that some people have some exclusive items or merch or whatever. Why is it so bad if only a few people got the rewards? I personally think there's some notoriety in it, especially if they were trying to keep up with the limited time only kind of thing and not just re-adding it later. It just seems like such a lazy cop-out to have said you were thinking of an alternative, but you haven't thought of one yet, so you're just gonna drop it all together. Don't worry guys, we'll all have full body avatars, isn't that great? Like, it's crazy, man. I've not tried to have my RecRoom videos seem so one-sided against RecRoom, but man, they're really making it hard to defend their actions. Like, in every survey I fill out for the Survey Bubbly, I add a final comment to add something, literally anything, to LaserTag. And what do we get? LaserTag gear. They added it to the store instead of adding it to the LaserTag like arena, where you could just use your like ongoing tickets from playing the game. And now you have to actually use your rec tokens. And look at that, 350 for that? Like, I could buy it, but I don't want to because that's kind of BS. Ugh. Nope, you can't even get it through playing LaserTag. You gotta grind fucking tokens if you want LaserTag gear. used to be the only items that you actually had to grind for to actually earn your tokens. Really don't know what's up with RecRoom. I mean, how else can you look at it other than straight up greed? They just want to homogenize all new items so that it can be bought with Daddy's credit card. I don't really know what else to say at this point. In my last video, I went over how fucked up the microtransaction practices were, and even Starson Charon said I should go deeper into that alone. So it's like they're milking RecRoom like a cash cow. It's just sad to see that it was once the forefront of VR tech and social spaces, and now it's becoming synonymous with Roblox of VR. I haven't actually played RecRoom in a long time. The only times I can think of were when I was introducing people who are just now finally getting into VR because of the Quest 3's success. So, just to make sure that I'm not completely out of touch, I decided to reach out to some old friends and ask the VR content creators Discord for their opinions. Alright, so what do you think about RecRoom taking away the weeklies?
Honestly, I was kind of expecting it, because, you know, with the game dying after they started doing it less frequently, you know, I was kind of expecting them to take it away. I did like the weeklies. Got a couple good skins from those. Yeah, I'm kind of sad about them taking it away.
Oh, honestly, that is one of the things that stopped making me play RecRoom. Like, I used to get on every single week, grind at the weekly. Sometimes I'd stream it. It was so fun. Like, that was one of my favorite features. Then when I took it out, I thought it was just going to be for a little bit, but it's still gone, and I'm very mad about it. Honestly, I do not like that at all.
I think it's a big part of the game, and it kind of sucks that they took it away, and they didn't do any like community stuff either. They didn't take any skins from the community that could have been new, exciting for any new players to start playing with their friends.
I feel like, you know, it's just RecRoom being lazy. They've done it with a lot of things in the past, and it's just happening again. I don't get the point. It's stupid to me. Like, it's lazy. It's lazy, and I think it's stupid. I don't like it.
Alright, so what do I think about the weeklies being taken away? I think it's kind of dumb, because if I'm being honest, when I first started playing, that was probably the main thing I worked towards. Like, I just played Golden Trophy with my friends, and, you know, we'd get like some of the weekly stuff done, and then we go to the rec center or whatever. And yeah, that's kind of what got me on every day to start playing and all that. And, you know, when they first started kind of phasing it out, I guess, I thought they were just like taking kind of a hiatus from it. Not much of they're trying to like remove it. But yeah, it kind of sucks in my opinion, because that was definitely a driving force for why, you know, I'd get on.
What do you think about the LaserTag items that they just put on the shop that aren't like available through regular LaserTag tickets?
I think it's pretty lousy. I mean, there was already the LaserTag bucket. I guess maybe there could have been a set that could have been done with the new LaserTag items, but instead they decided to make them worth, or maybe use like microtransactions to get the cosmetics. Kinda sucks.
I mean, it is probably a cash grab, but it doesn't really affect me that much. Like, I get it if someone just really wants it for their outfit and just like are able to cough up enough money, but I do like that they're allowing people to earn it by themselves. Like, they don't force you to buy it with normal tokens, so it's kind of good for both ways. I don't really mind it too much.
Personally, I don't really appreciate it. I wasn't much of a laser tag player to begin with, but I did play it somewhat frequently. But yeah, I think the concept of being having to earn your tokens, like, it's a lot better than just being able to buy them and then just
Yeah.
pay to win.
Laser tag items being sold for rec tokens. That's dumb. Because for God, I forget what it's called. It's the pirate RecRoom original. I forget what it's called. It's one of my favorites, which kind of sucks regarding the fact that I forgot the name. But yeah, no, you could you get coins in the game and then you buy cosmetics using those coins. And specifically laser tag for rec tokens, that's really dumb. I don't play much laser tag and all that, and I know it's not like Rise of Jumbotron, I think, maybe, I don't know, I haven't been on in a while, but if it's just laser tag, I don't know. I have no clue.
It's just a weird decision to me, because it's like if they took Isle of Lost Skulls things that you buy for gold and that you just win in there, and they started selling those as well. It's just weird. It's like, what's even the point of doing that?
Yeah, why even have
it's like
themes?
Yeah, because that laser tag style, the tie, that wristband, that headband, that's all associated with the laser tag stuff. So it's like, okay, if I want to get that stuff, then I can go play this game, and it can also show off that hey, I'm pretty good at this game. But now it's kind of just
like my favorite RecRoom original, so I'd like to rep it and show that I've played it. Have you been playing as much as you used to lately?
No, not at all. I used to honestly grind at RecRoom YouTube. I used to love RecRoom. It was my favorite game, not even just on VR. I just love it. And recently, probably I don't know, 5-ish months, I've not been playing at all. Pretty much, I've only got on for other people's videos or just random things that don't actually affect me that much. Or just helping other people.
Right.
And yeah.
Have I been playing as much as I used to? Hell no. I used to stay up with my one friend, Nitro, or just Reese, as I call him on my channel, because, that's his name, and we would stay up from, I don't know, as soon as we got off school, so maybe 3 p.m. to 3 in the morning, just playing RecRoom, just grinding out RecRoom originals. And now I haven't been on actually playing in months. I mean, I hopped on a while ago, but that was for something completely separate. I was doing a cameo for a game.
Why do you think that is?
Why do I think that is? I think it's because God, the games in RecRoom originally were really good. They had great ideas, and now it's just kind of simulators and stuff, Touch Grass Simulator. Played that one for a while on stream, but it's all just junk. It's like Roblox now. I used to play that every day when I was a kid, and then it just turned into garbage simulators and not actual fun experiences. And I just stopped playing. I got back in though a while ago, playing Dungeon Quest W game. I recommend it, but it's not the same anymore. It doesn't have actual good games. Speaking of you should leave this in the video you're making. You should go check out Forgotten Fear in RecRoom. That game is actually a good game, and it is something I do hop on to play.
I think that this game has gotten a bit too old, and they add a lot of microtransactions. They don't have any expanding RecRoom originals the community is asking for quite a while. And I think the community's biggest part, which is creation, is kinda getting shunned. I mean, last time they did contests, it was the Rhythm and Rooms contest. That contest was so abysmal and horrible that the chat for it got shut down and they're never doing anything like that again. Besides the whole entire 2D shirts thing, which
Right.
it's
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
It is what it is. But continuing on the part, I think they could expand a little bit on the creation by, you know, going back to past things they release and add simpler features to make them like work better instead of having to use thousands of circuits maybe to get one function or two to work.
Alright, have you been playing as much as you used to?
No, not nearly. The game has had a massive falling out. You know, like I'll get on for once in a while with a friend,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, yeah, kids screaming slurs in your face, and people are just won't be active in the favorite room, in the rooms they used to play on.
Right.
So,
I'm always playing a decent amount, but that's pretty much only because I'm a builder and I don't play games too much. Like I like occasionally, like I'll play a round of Make It to Midnight. I'll occasionally like go into a laser tag match or something. There's like a couple player made games I have favorited to check out at some point, but like I don't do that too often, honestly. I'm working on one of my games or just building for
Right.
fun. So it's like I'm playing a lot, but just I'm not playing, I'm building.
What would you say RecRoom's biggest issue is, if you could summarize it?
For me as a builder, because it seems like it's more of a thing that happens within like the building community side, but it's just every single update there's always another bug. Like I went through this whole story about like the animation gizmos, which I'm sure most people will know about, where it just like you really couldn't edit it. You could edit it once and then afterwards you'd have to reload your game, save the room, leave and rejoin just to do it again. Or else just like if you try to edit that gizmo
Right.
again, your maker pen just breaks and you have to do it anyways. And then like I could go through countless like other stories of other times that they've like destroyed building, just made it so much harder than it ever needed to be by just bugging it to hell and back. It's terrible. That's like, maybe it's just a builder problem. It's happened a couple times with gameplay.
Oh no,
but,
I would
like,
say even
oh,
like
it's
LaserTag,
terrible.
just like them fixing the double shot glitch, like it feels weird like reloading now, like
yeah.
just like
Yeah.
it's like always like 2 steps forward, 1 step back kind of thing.
Yeah, I don't know. RecRoom sucks. The only reason I play is for building. There's a certain point where I'm gonna stop, probably soon. We'll see. They suck.
Biggest issue, probably the community, if I'm being honest. Like I used to love the community, but that was like 2-ish years ago. And they used to be very kind, but now everyone's just like, I don't know how to explain it, but they're just very rude, toxic, stuff like that.
Yeah, the vibes aren't quite the same. I feel you.
For me, it's gotta be microtransactions, features that nobody really was asking for. Maybe like the full body thing. There were a few conspiracies or theories of, or even thoughts if it was added in the first place, but not a lot of talk was going around about full bodies anyways. And another thing would be the toxic community maybe, or how some stuff could get bypassed, but the way that I see it, there's nothing you can really do about it now.
Right. Yeah, someone actually brought that up before too.
RecRoom's biggest issue, probably what I just mentioned, all of the simulator games and nothing being actually like high quality anymore. It's all just cash grabs. Because before you'd have like, obviously not very high production, but they had an idea behind it and it worked well. I liked it. Like, when I first played RecRoom, they had Ignited Freddy, and that was like a really big game, and it still kind of is. But you know, now there's just like 900 of them. Way too many. They're all copies of the same thing, just reskinned. And it's all really boring because it's the same thing. And for me, I make RecRoom horror videos, so it's just terrible trying to find something to actually have fun playing and have fun recording. And, you know, for other players, it's hard to find something to have fun playing because it's all the same thing over and over again. Or if you do find something good, it's not very well made anymore. I feel like there's a higher expectation for games now than there was like a few years ago, back when I first started playing. But you know, I feel like that's about it.
They keep doing these collabs and stuff, but they're not really bringing focus to everything else that makes the game
core.
interesting. Yeah. Seems like they've been more like money focused, getting these collabs. Also, they need to do a better job with the reporting system. And the junior accounts, you just hear like you're trying to have a regular conversation, and then you have these kids just come up to you, start yelling at you. Can you gift me? Please. Please. They start having little bitty seizures.
Right. Alright, well, great. Yeah. That was a great Q&A.
Yeah.
Thank you for your time. Well, that's it. I just wanted to thank everyone again that gave their 2 cents on the matter. So, yeah, let me know what you think. Do you think hashtag Save RecRoom is just content farming fearmongering? Or is RecRoom really dying? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you made it this far, well, thanks for watching. And if you want to reminisce on some of the good old times, maybe check out one of my other RecRoom videos. It's been fun. Peace, y'all. Space Goat out.